We've had two amazingly powerful dwarf champions as fusions very recently, and they are insane on their own. But what happens when they get together? I'm talking about Tholin and I'm talking about Granyt. You know what happens when they get together? That's right, they demolish one of the most difficult areas in the game. Faction Wars Hard Mode Stage 21 in roughly 3 minutes. How exactly do they do this? Let's go. Hey guys, SMZ here, we're back playing Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, I am so amazed every day by Granyt. Granyt is so good. He's such a good champion. So I'm going to showcase my Faction Wars 21 Hard completely auto team, and I'm just blown away. So Tholin is an amazing fusion. He's a very good damage dealer, especially for wave content. And for people who are lacking a Trunda, he's going to be your best damage dealer for the Dwarves Faction Wars, and he is that for me as well. He's the one who helped me get out of some stages when it comes to the completing the Polara fragments, or rather the Polara missions. But yes, he's amazing. But what has really taken him to the next level is definitely this new dwarf, the Granyt Doorkeep. I've talked about him in a lot previously. I showcased a very powerful video with Ice Golem Heart 10 one shot due to Sun Wukong and the Shatter buff combo. Be sure to check that out if you haven't already. There's a free champion that you can get by using the link in my description. That is Narma the Return, a great champion to battle the Demon Lord. And you can get her alongside other crazy good epic champions like Anax, like Uugo, and like Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. How to get these champions for free? Here's how to do it. You go into your Plarium Play and log out of your current account. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email address. Download the game and then play the tutorial, and you will find Narma sitting there chilling in your inbox. And you can get all of these crazy good epic champions as you progress through the game. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Click the link in the description and get these cool champions. But Granyt does two things. Not only does he bring the Shatter buff, that's not all, even though just that would be enough. But he also hits hard. He's not gonna be your top 10 meta damage dealers or anything like that, but he does hit incredibly hard. And he also, especially for this boss, his A1 is insane. Triple hitter, and each hit has, when booked, 100% chance of removing a random buff. So 100% chance to remove the buff. The insanely annoying reflect damage that the boss puts out, he just removes that. And he cannot be CC'd, which is crazy. The stun is thrown out by that boss left and right. So he's really insane. And I have built him in a 9-piece protection set, which enables his damage even further along with the Shatter, and also giving him a chance to place protected buffs, as well as I have built him for damage. So these are his total stats. I have maxed out my Faction Wars area bonus, so this is what he looks like. Not maxed out on crit rate. Maybe I should change that, but I'm keeping him very fast on the team and enough accuracy to land his stuff, and in order to remove also the buffs on the A1. 305 crit damage with the 30% area bones included, around 100k HP, and he's wearing Earthy Cornet because yes, I do use him in the Hydra and he smacks, especially on the hard and brutal difficulty, and he's really good. I am using Nature's Wrath on him because he does put out 2 debuffs, decreased defense and block buffs, not like he needed even more stuff on his kit, he's so insane. But yeah, Nature's Wrath is really good. And then these are the blessings I'm using. Of course, Helm Smasher on the tier 6. Maybe there is an argument to be made to switch him to a damage set instead of the 9-piece protection. But I feel like 9-piece protection really enables him in other content. As far as Tholin goes, Tholin is in a 6-piece Merciless and 2-piece crit damage set. His total stats go down to 6.8k attack. And I should max this to 100%, but 99% crit rate should be 100. 365 on the crit damage, 401 on the accuracy. 4-1 is a bit high for the accuracy that he needs, especially with Granyt coming in, so maybe I should replace that. Am I wearing an accuracy banner? No, I'm not, but accuracy on the rolls, which is not entirely needed. This also I need to adjust because I need to roll this into attack percent, but I am out of the chaos dust. Or the chaos ore? No, it's dust. It's dust when the other is oil. Whatever it is. Gore Crescent, an amazing relic. This is the relic which is the base of that one-shot team that I talked about. But yeah, he's going to be hitting hard, especially on his A3. It's a double hitter. And quite a few times he just kills people on the first hit, which means that the second hit is going to benefit from Gore Crescent, which is insane. Similarly with his A2, he's going in for the first hit. Sometimes he kills people with the first hit. Second hit, which already ignores defense, by the way, is going to hit even harder. So Nature's Wrath, because he lands the AoE weaken and goes again and again many times. And then of course Helm Smasher. 35% coming in from Merciless. Then 15% ignore defense coming in from Shatter. That's already ignoring 50% defense. And then his A2 ignores 25% already. That's 75% defense ignore on his A2. And then A1 and A3 are going to be ignoring 50%. I have also done another video testing out what the best build is for Tholin, whether it's Merciless, Slayer, or Lethal or Cruel. So be for sure to check that out. Of course, I am using it on a 6-piece Merciless, 2-piece crit damage, because in my opinion, for my account, he's doing really well. The other 3 champions, which are support champions for me, one is going to be Brogni. He's my first legendary champion that I ever had on my account, so really a nostalgic champion for me, but he's also really good. So 9-piece protection for him as well. Built him quite fast. I should get him to 300 to be honest. And then high resistance. It's easy to build resistance on him because he has 90 base resistance, one of the highest in the game. And then accuracy to land his HP burn and to remove buffs on his A2. 85k HP. Not the strongest build on Brogni, I'm gonna be honest. No relic. Cruelty as the blessing, because when he reflects the damage back, each hit is gonna be decreasing the defense using Cruelty. And then Giant Slayer on his tier 6 mastery. For my reviver, I'm using Molly Tankard. That's my reviver. She's built in a regen set, regen and 2-piece righteous. And it's a bit difficult build because you need to ramp up 3 things. You need to ramp up, or actually 4 things. Most importantly, her speed should be high. It's not the highest, it should be higher. But also resistance and accuracy, both of them should be high enough to be able to resist all the debuffs and land your buffs, essentially. This is the relic I've given her because also in the Hydra, it's nice to not be, even though her resistance is high, this helps basically the buffs from not getting stolen. Similarly, on the first wave in Faction Wars Hard 21, what's his name? The annoying guy, the bomber. I'm forgetting the name. We'll see shortly, the mythical bomber. So he basically also increases the skill cooldown. So this protects her against that as well. Brimstone on the 1-star, unfortunately. And then these are the masteries for her. And then finally, the champion I'm using is an epic champion, Dimitha, in a bolster set. Bolster, by the way, guys, bolster and shield, especially that combo. I might do a separate video for this. It's the secret, hidden secret to do a lot of the very tough Faction Wars hard stages. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to pick that up as a video or on a live stream sometime. But yeah, bolster set for her, speed needs to be decent, high HP, and then nothing else really matters. You can give her resistance if you can afford it, but it's not entirely needed. Commanding presence for the 6-star, I used to run for many stages the Cornelia because she has a speed aura. So commanding presence, epics are easier to get to 6-star, right? Commanding presence increases the aura by 35%. So which is why the speed aura from Cornelia used to be boosted. But for now, I am going to be running Tholin with the attack aura. So commanding presence is going to bump that up as well. These are the masteries. So that is the team. I am going to now jump into the run itself. Commodus, by the way. Commodus is the name of that mythical, who not only removes buffs, puts bombs, everything but the kitchen sink, or including the kitchen sink he throws back at you. He also increases skill cooldown. Of course he does. So let me now load up that video. There you go. So this is going to be it. Stage 21, as you can see. Yep, Tholin is in the lead. The 3 supports rather, and then Granyt is a hybrid support and damage dealer. So let's go into the run, and you'll notice what Granyt does. He enables the damage. So starting off, he starts off with the shatter buff, and he also takes half the health, by the way, of Sissia in that insane hit. And now the shatter is on, right? Brogni gives the increased attack, even though Tholin puts his own increased attack, but the protection set from Brogni as well as the protection set from Granyt, that enables Tholin to do this. Did you see that? That was insane. Look at the damage numbers over there while I have this paused. So much damage that all of Narcissus, White Queen, everybody is dead. I think this guy, the Poisoner, survived because of weak hit. And Commodus has some kind of damage mitigation, I believe. Or maybe it was the 1% crit rate that's missing on Tholin. But that's insane. There you go. Increased cooldown, as you saw from Commodus that I was talking about. And now we will basically kill this wave up relatively quickly. Presets are for Molly not to use her A2 yet because I want to open with that on wave 2. And we jump into the wave 2. Starts off with the Hegemon. And as you can see, 3 of my champions have block active skills. He removes it, Brogni with his A2, and Provoke is on. And there you go. This time round, there were no protected buffs, no shattered. That's why they are not dead yet. Giving them a little bit of mercy is Tholin. But we're just waiting for Granyt to give the buffs. And we should be through the wave relatively soon as we can get back. We also want to make sure that we save some of our skills. This right here got a bit nasty because Anax actually took a turn. The nice thing with Molly is that she also has that amazing passive which boosts turn meter. There you go, a lot of hits, and we should be through relatively soon. 1 minute 15 on the clock. As you can see, we are through to the boss. Now on this boss, the boss is very annoying. So first off, there you go. That's insane. That's the support ability from Granyt. He immediately goes in with his A1. That's the preset at the start of the turn. And firstly, as you saw, he was provoked as well, but he just shrugged it off because of his passive. He went in with the A1 and he removed that reflect damage. Now, Pain Link is on Tholin, which is still going to be an issue. But the fact that reflect damage is off allows us to do a little bit of damage. That was a bit unlucky because of the Pain Link, but that's not going to be an issue. He's going to keep hitting, and Molly should be able to bring back Tholin relatively soon. There you go. Block damage is also insane here from Dimitha, and because of the block damage, the Pain Link does nothing, and Brogni removes the block damage. Now, A1 would be amazing over here, but Tholin takes the turn before, which is why Tholin dies again. But Tholin should be back. Even when Tholin is not there, we are still doing damage. As I said, Granyt hits hard as well. And you have to remember, Brogni is also reflecting the damage back to the boss because we have the shield on. And if that was not enough, there's the reflect damage buff on Molly as well from her A2. Provoke, of course, doesn't land, but the reflect damage does. There's the revive. Tholin is back, and there's you go. Shatter buff is on, and the A2, a lot of damage. Increase attack was not here. If the increase attack was, that would hit even harder. Now, interestingly, Berserk is on. That was a huge amount of damage because of shatter and increase attack both on. Unfortunately, this time we were not able to remove the reflect damage, which is why he got killed. But he did a lot of damage along the way. He's gonna come right back, but until then, we are still dealing damage, as you can see. And Brogni is gonna be removing stuff from us, healing us, block damage again from Dimitha. He's tried to provoke us, but Granyt says, thank you very much, not happening, bro. And we have the Brimstone on as well. There you go, even more damage, and we should be able to bring Tholin back. There you go. And the boss is gonna die, I believe, to the Brimstone. Yes, he does. As you can see, there it is. Insane. 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Super fast, complete auto farm. As you can see, the best time, I have done it in 2:26. Also on the same team. It's just with RNG. It doesn't fail. Tholin, you can't see it's over here, dealing around 4 million damage. And then Granit's damage is 1.1 million. Brogni is also 1 million, but Brogni is a lot due to the reflect, the damage that he's doing because of that. But Granyt is just his own hard work and damage. Insane team, insane team. I am in love with Granyt and Tholin, and this combination is just insane. Huge, huge, huge good champion in Granyt and Tholin as the recent Fusion champions. If you like the video, please let me know down in the comments. And press the like button, subscribe to the channel if you watch the channel regularly but have not hit that button. Helps me out tremendously as a small creator. Thank you very much for watching till the end, and see you next time.